Welcome to Talking Climate Change, the only show where I, Logan Warmton, interview different pollutions and general emissions to find out what's their story. On this episode, we've got air pollution, a business tycoon known for creating smoke and smog across the world. Tell me, air pollution, where'd you get your start?
Well, you see, I got my start in the Industrial Revolution. I didn't come from a rich family. We had maybe one small factory with a maximum 10,000 workers. Dark times for me. But nevertheless, it's where I got my ambition. I remember one day I was just a small boy, and I looked up at the smog billowing out of the chimneys, and I thought, what if I could give that to billions of people? And so I did, and here I am today. It wasn't easy though, I tell you. My family, we only had a maximum £2 million in our bank account at any given time. Ugh. It wasn't easy, but I persevered.
Well, I'm sure it can't have been easy only growing up with a few £1 million. Now, on these cards, I've got a few questions for you. It's nothing, it's just, it's part of the show. Would you be alright if I asked you a few?
Yes, please do. I mean, that is why I'm on the show, after all.
Wonderful. First of all, are we wearing the same suit? Because they look very similar.
I can assure you, my suit is 1,000 times more expensive than those rags. One of these only gets made every 1,000 years by 128 men. Afterwards, they take their own lives just to make sure another one isn't made too early. And underneath, I thought I'd go a bit casual for the commoners in the audience, and I've just worn my jewel-encrusted vest.
Right, yeah. I suppose that makes sense. Anyway, on to the actual questions now. How do you feel about the statement that air pollution kills an estimate 7 million people worldwide every year, according to the World Health Organization? Also, how do you feel about the fact that it increases the risk of respiratory diseases, heart conditions, and even strokes? What are you going to say about that?
In business, there will always be a few million casualties, but it is all for the sake of the product. A product which I believe can benefit billions even. And in my eyes, well, the benefits outweigh the casualties.
I'm sorry, I don't think 7 million people are worth anything, especially with the increase in all these health risks. I mean, also, what are the upsides to an increase in air pollution?
Well, the obvious one is that it means more money for me. But also it means it goes after one of my biggest rivals, the environment. Always there, giving out free everything, or what are you, charity? Disgusting.
None of those are positive. Okay, alright. I need some water. Do you want any?
Oh no, I don't drink that filth. I only drink the finest of wine.
Sorry for losing my temper there. Now, on to the next questions. You're kidding, right? This is meant to be a light-hearted show. Production team? What? Alright, so, air pollution. What do you think about the fact that air pollution is the 4th most deadly health risk worldwide? Really? Couldn't get anything better? Really?
Oh, you flatter me. I thought this was Talking Climate Change, not the flattery show.
Right, I wasn't trying to flatter you at all. Like, that's very serious. And audience, like, you guys are laughing at that? Like, I'm flattered that I'm the 4th most deadly thing in the world. He's bragging about being the 4th most deadly health risk worldwide. And you guys think it's funny? You do. Moving on, I guess. Alright, pollution. You damage ecosystems, right? Acid rain, forests, soil, hell, even the food chain you damage. So tell me, like, why? Why do you do that? I can't wrap my head around it. And audience, if you guys start laughing at stuff like that again, I swear, I'm gonna have a fit. I'm going to rage.
Well, as I mentioned, in business there are always casualties. Be it men, women, children, hell, even the environment. But as long as my products get out and if they can bring smiles and joy to people, well, that's all that counts at the end of the day.
No, that's not what counts. Like, first of all, your products aren't even very good. Second of all, no product is worth putting man, woman, child, and environment on the line. Just so what? You can pollute more smoke into the air. You can sell a few cigars. Speaking of, actually, did you know that some cities' air quality is actually worse than smoking? They don't even need to buy your product, because in some cities like Delhi or Beijing, they're just breathing all that in. Just, oh yeah, bit tasty little smoke in me lungs. Yeah. No, that's not when you're supposed to laugh, audience. That was not a joke. I started this show because I wanted something light-hearted. I wanted to make some funny jokes, just talk to some pollution or something. But no, this is serious. What do you have to say about that?
How dare you! My cigars are of the highest quality. And to address your so-called problem, I'm just giving my services to the entire world, to the commoners. Is that such a crime?
Cut to commercial.
I said cut to commercial!
Excuse me, Gav. Can I borrow a coin?
Remember, when you're smoking air pollution brand cigars, you don't need to care about the poor.
Welcome back to Talking Climate Change. I want to apologise to not only air pollution and the production team, who I may have had a bit of a go at after that, but also to the audience and everyone watching at home. I lost my composure, and for that I am truly sorry. But I'm going to have some water, I'm going to calm down, and we'll continue with the interview. There we go. Right as rain. Anyway, air pollution. Where were we? I'd like to apologise for my outburst, shall we say.
Well, when you've been in the smog industry this long, you see a fair few outbursts, so I can assure you, it's nothing new to me.
Yes, well, I suppose in your line of work, outbursts are to be expected. Now, I've been told by the production team that we've actually got some more light-hearted questions. You know, less about death and the destruction of our environment, and more fun, I've been told, right? Good. Now, let's get into them. So, production team, yeah, what is this? These are the wrong cards, right? Tell me these are the wrong cards. I prefer them to be the wrong cards. I prefer that you would have made the mistake of giving me these cards instead of this being what I have to say. Production team, in what world is the fact that 9 out of 10 deaths due to outdoor air pollution are in low to middle income houses? In what world is that more fun than what I've already said? That is on par, if not higher. So please, no, tell me. It's more interesting? Okay, it's a bit more interesting. That doesn't make it... Just gonna have some water here. This show's going great. Right then, air pollution. All fun has gone out the window, so tell me, why is air pollution more common in low and middle class areas?
Well, truth be told, it's because I'm not rich enough for the upper class. Well, the stocks are down. My company's going under. No one cares about air pollution anymore. Aww. I only have £500,000 left to my name. And to the loyal customers of you who still continue to support my products and buy them, you're everything to me. I've lost everything else, and you are all I have left. Sorry about that.
Right. Okay. And so if you care so much about your loyal customers in middle and lower class countries, tell me then, why do you shorten the average life expectancy by 2.2 years? If you care so much about your precious customers, why are you making them die sooner?
How dare you, sir? These customers are everything to me. They are all I have left. Without them, I would be in the gutter. And you think I would lower their life expectancy and make them die quicker? How dare you?
Right, yes, of course. You'd never dream of doing that. However, didn't you just open a bunch of hospitals in America?
Right, yes, I did. Using what little money I had left, I built hospitals in America. During these trying times, the American public needs as many hospitals as they can get. I don't quite see how that adds to your point.
Right, yeah, because you have no ulterior motives, right?
Well, I don't know what you mean. Ulterior motive? What is he talking about?
Well, you see, it's just interesting because, fun fact, do you know that 8.1 trillion in annual global health costs are because of you? Now, if I was some kind of detective or something, I would maybe say that you open these hospitals to try and get more money out of these people.
Well, you're not a detective, so what I choose to do with my hospitals is my business. And quite frankly, this accusation that I would take more money from these people is preposterous.
Yeah, right. I'm no detective. And also, another thing... What's that? We're out of time? We're about to be out of time. Alright. Well, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on who you ask, we've come to the end of our show. So, tell me, air pollution, is there anything you would like to, give a shout out, promote anything, if you will?
Well, if I had to promote anything, besides myself, of course, I'd probably have to go with the Dirty Air Task Force and Brown Peas.
Right. Are those in any way similar to the Clean Air Task Force, a non-profit organization focused on reducing air pollution and addressing climate change, and Greenpeace, a global environmental organization that addresses various environmental challenges, including air pollution? I feel like that can't just be a coincidence here.
I can assure you they are completely different.
Right, yeah, of course. No correlation, I'm sure. And that brings us to the end of our show. Thank you for tuning in with us, and I guess thank you to the audience who are really laughing at the wrong time, guys. Like, I think some of you might need some help. And production team, you're all fired. I'm getting a whole new staff because, quite frankly, I'm sick of it. No, I'm sick of it. I'm sick. Thank you for coming to the show. I'm sick of it.